Well, I planned on getting a lot done today, but unfortunately, I had some stuff at work I had to kind of get done, and that ate up most of my daylight hours, so I wasn't able to actually get done all that I wanted to get done. So tomorrow I got a really busy schedule, and I'll try to get most of that. But today, all I'm left to do pretty much is to get them put up before nightfall. And in the next couple of days, we got cold weather coming, so I got to get ready, at least get their coops and all ready for that. So let me get them put up for tonight, and then tomorrow we'll get started on all that we got to get done. A lot of running around to do, a lot of work to do. Okay, so I went ahead and got everybody out this morning. I got a lot to do today. I got to go to Lowe's. Got to go to Tractor Supply. And I got to get this this coop set for this cold weather, which today, mind you, I mean, I'm in short sleeves, and it's nice out. I mean, it's really nice outside. Oh, here's the crazy chickens and ducks. I'm telling you, literally, every time I come out the door, they come running to the fence. But I got to get their coop cleaned out today along with the ducks, and you'll see how much messier the daggone ducks are than those chickens. Those ducks are a mess. They are a mess. But I'm just going to basically clean out up under where the in the chickens coop where the roosting bar is at. Here's the little tawner. See? I'm telling you, that rabbit, what that rabbit's going to do is go directly over to those ducks and taunt them and run back up there and hide. It's funny. It's cheap entertainment. But I'm going to get the coops cleaned out. And a lot of people see that as that's just a mess they got to deal with. But that ain't nothing but pure gold. Because I'm going to take the stuff I clean out from those ducks and chickens and put it in my garden beds and let that joker sit over the winter here. It'd be nice, but the temperature's going to plummet, and so I got to get them set, get their coops ready to deal with that, because that's going to be kind of a shocker for them. Although, believe it or not, those ducks don't mind the cold. It's crazy. The ducks could care less. They'll be out. I mean, I'm hoping that I can get out here and video them when it's good and cold, and you'll see them. They will get in their water containers or buckets and dunk their heads and swim around. It's crazy. They could care less about the cold. It's nuts. Oh, there we go. More of the crazy rabbits getting ready to go taunt the ducks. But let's get these coops cleaned out, and we'll get them loaded into my garden beds and get them bad boys set. Just make sure we ain't got no late laters in here. Yep, of course. Bingo, no. Now literally, I just checked for eggs. I got, let's see, 7 this morning. This will be number 8 out of 9 chickens. So my chickens, they're laying eggs great. So I'm obviously feeding them what they're supposed to get. Because I mean, I'm getting eggs consistently. Time to clean out the coop. Alright, so what I'm planning on doing here, as you can see, here's a roosting bar. There's nothing over there that camera I'm sitting on, but they tend to poop right there below the roosting bar the most. And over here on this side over here, they kind of scratched it out where they eat around. But I'll go ahead and clean all this out before that cold weather gets in, because this really isn't all that thick. Although I do put it thicker under the roosting bars because I know this is what they're going to do, and I can just roll that stuff up. It ain't nothing really to it. Take that stuff and I'll go put it in my garden beds. let it sit over the winter. That stuff will break down with this chicken manure and all in it. With that compost in there, it'll break down and get into my garden beds. And man, you talk about terrific beds come spring, man, them things will be ready to plant. So now it's just a matter of cleaning all this mess out, rolling it up, taking my garden beds, we good to go. Then I'll put a nice thick layer in here for them for when that cold weather comes in the next 3 or 4 days, and they'll have a nice coop. So let's get this mess cleaned up. I was going to say too, y'all may have noticed this old rake I keep using. There it is. Believe it or not, this is my dad's. My dad made this thing. Guy had to be 50, 60 years ago. And I inherited it, and I've had it ever since. And the handle has held up fairly well, although I've got a strong suspicion in the next couple of years I'm going to have to replace the handle. But the rake's been great. But all I've done to the rake was just put WD-40 on that stuff, and it's kept it from rusting and breaking down, and it still works great. So ain't no need to go out and buy a rake when I still got my dad's I still use. But it still works. So if you're wondering about this beat up old rake, that's the story behind it. Now what I'm going to do is, once I get done putting all my stuff in my garden bed, I'll spread that stuff out good. Just let it break down. It's perfect for my garden bed. And cleans my coop out. That's a win-win. Okay, one of the things I did want to show y'all was the floors. I mean, number one, they're dry. The first thing I did was, and you can still kind of see on the edge of the wall some is still left, but the dust on the floor is kind of covering it up. But I got a good thick sealant, a good thick deck sealant on my floors to keep them from going bad. But the other thing is, I told you about the diatomaceous earth, and I'm telling you, that stuff, it keeps this coop dry. You cannot beat it. So I'm fighting the fleas, the ticks, insects, that kind of stuff. And besides, whatever the diatomaceous earth don't get, those chickens will eat. So, but the diatomaceous earth is what's keeping my coop dry. I'm telling y'all, my coop stays perfect because of that stuff. You cannot go wrong using diatomaceous earth. That stuff's great. And I'm gonna throw a layer back in here before I put some more hay in here. I do it every time. It just, there's no reason not to. It's not harmful to the chickens. It's not harmful to you. Well, unless you inhale a bunch of it. Which, by the way, I'm putting a mask on, especially with my cough the way that's got going on. But it's not harmful at all. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And if it does all that good, why not put it down? And that stuff's cheap. So I'm telling you, diatomaceous earth is the way to go. What I'm also going to do is thicken up their hay in their laying boxes also. Make them feel comfortable and get my little valley like in there so it holds the eggs, but it makes them feel more comfortable when they're laying eggs. Speaking of which, if you'll look, that's what I got left of that other bale, and that's my last bale of hay right there. So it's time for me to go see my hay guy. Pick up maybe 4 or 5 more bales. So I need to give him a call too. That's on the list. Check. Okay, so like I told you, I'll leave the hay thick in here, even in their layer boxes. I got it thick in there, and that way for this cold weather they'll be good. And I made it thicker under their roost like that, and no particular reason other than it just makes it easier on me when I get ready to collect their hay. When I clean it, it just rolls up nice and easy. Now I can take it and go chunk it in the garden beds. And then during the growing season, I'll take that stuff and I'll go put it in the compost pile. So that's really just for me. But when this cold weather's coming like it is, I want it as thick as I can in here. Make it a little warmer for them, make it a little more comfortable. And then they'll keep on laying like they're laying, because my chickens are laying good right now. So anyway, I told you I was going to show you about the difference in the chickens and the ducks. You're going to see the difference in the chickens and the ducks. Huge difference. Even with the whole yard, the rabbits still want to come right here up under me. I don't know what the deal is, but they're just nosy. They got to come in. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, we can make it better. We can tell you how to do it. But the ducks really don't care about the cold weather. They don't mind. They act like it's the middle of summer, so it's not really that big a deal, but I still need to clean their coop out. And the rabbits, they just kind of come and go as they please now, especially during this warm weather. And even during the cool weather, they really don't care about the cold weather. It doesn't bother them. So I'll show you the duck coop. See how damp and all their coop is? And I'm telling you, I end up having to put 3 times the thickness of hay in their coop as I do the chickens, and I gotta clean it out twice as often because the ducks are just messy. They're just a whole lot messier. So let me get all this stuff rolled up and take it to the garden beds, and that'll take care of cleaning their coops out and getting them ready for cold weather. Okay, one of the things I did want to show you was, I told you we tried wood chips first, and I didn't see the sense in it because of the fact they just don't break down and they don't do what I want them to do. Because I want them to break down so I can use it for a garden, but they don't break down, and I can show you. Now, you see those wood chips? Those things have been down here for 4 months. 4 months, and they're still sitting just the same as they did when I put them down there. Whereas you see how this hay breaks down, and I can put it right in my garden beds, and it works great. But I'm telling you, them wood chips, they don't work. Well, at least they don't work for me. So you can make your choice. Okay, I got the duck set. So told you, thickened everybody's coops up, and now I'm just gonna go out there and straighten out or at least level out the garden beds, and get that set to start breaking down, and I'll take care of coop day. And I still got to go to Lowe's and Tractor Supply. I think there's a couple other stops that Risha wanted to make too, but I have to see. So I guess the rest of my day's gonna be tied up running around doing chores, because I know I got to get some bags of feed at Tractor Supply, and I'm probably gonna pick up some more oyster shells too, just because I want to provide the chickens with as much calcium as I can. So I'm definitely gonna pick up some more oyster shells, but let me get those garden beds straightened out first. Yeah, and the finishing out the ducts, and all my bales are gone except for that one. I got one bale left, so it's definitely time to call my pay guy. So I'll have to call him, plan to meet him in the next, week or so. That's another thing I gotta get done. Okay, so I've got my beds all hunkered down, which I still got some root vegetables growing down here, and this bed's done. Root vegetables growing here and here, so I'm gonna leave them alone. Like I told you, that corn patch, all this stuff here should break down. So the beds are good, the coops are good for the drop in the temps. Everybody should be happy. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, I did want to show y'all this. You may wonder why I'm leaving this one thing here. And that's just because that's that jalapeno plant that I was so impressed with. That thing is hot as a dickens. But even my daughter Chelsea and my son-in-law Chris, they love hot stuff, and they both said, that's some smoking hot peppers you got. So I'm hoping that jalapeno come back. That thing's pretty impressive. So yeah, I still ain't got much hope for my pineapples. I think them jokers are probably done. I don't know. I'm gonna give them till next year and just see what they do. They may come back, but they kind of look toast. I mean, they look bad. So I don't know. I'll see. That was an experiment to start with. Especially with these cold temps coming, if anything will finish them off. It probably will, but I'm kind of hoping they'll come back just to see. I don't know. We'll find out. So I'm telling you, you talk about got to get rid of some eggs. I can't get rid of them fast enough. Look at this. And I'm telling you, I'm getting rid of them as fast as I can get rid of them. Still, they're just piling up. I mean, with as many as I'm getting a day, I can't get rid of them fast enough. I'm probably gonna go ahead and fry up a dozen, and with the shells, give them to the chickens, and probably fry up another dozen and give it to Bonehead. She loves the eggs too, so yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably going to just go ahead and do that with some of them, because ain't no reason hanging on to them. We got way more than we need, and I can't give them away fast enough. So anywho, that's it with the eggs. Alright, so that's it for today. You got any comments, suggestions, complaints, gripes, whatever, just leave them in the comments below. We do like hearing from you. And if you'd like and subscribe and share it if you can, we'd appreciate that if you do that also. But any suggestions you got for future videos or anything you want to see different or whatever, you just put them in the comments below. We'd certainly appreciate it. We'd love to hear from you. Y'all have a great day, and I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. All right, chickens, it's time to go to bed. Time to go to bed, chickens. Time to go to bed.